Yeah, and that time, obviously it's been a really tough time for companies in our sector, across the sector, not just Tier 1, specifically in the capital markets. However, we have seen a pulse being reignited here in the company and in the sectors, which is great to see. So even though silver hit their lows of $17 or in around there, and our share price into the 20s, we've since rebounded up over 50% since our lows. Again, correlated nicely with the price of silver as it rises. We'll always have an optimistic, cautiously outlook that silver will continue to march down this path. It seems like sentiment is heading that way. However, as a CEO, I need to plan with my company as if silver will stay at these levels, which historically aren't bad levels, but I think we all know and hope, given the gold-silver ratio and the setup geopolitically and macroeconomically, that silver has a really bright future and much higher prices to come. Yeah, silver is such a unique part of this market. Copper, you'll have the big bulky aspect to it, and it kind of reflected in a lot of copper share prices as well. They're going to take time. You might not have that sex appeal. Silver has always been known of having that torque, that aggressive nature, because people see that there's silver alone has the ability to be a 10-bagger in a really short period of time. We've seen it before. We think it's going to happen again, whether that price goes to 50 to 100 or so on. So as a silver-focused exploration company, we ride that wave almost like a derivative. So if we have positive drill results when silver is really performing well, our share price goes up exponentially. So it does dictate a little bit. I try not to let it dictate our business and how we run it, because as I said, we have to run our business as if things are going to remain straight across and remain boring, and how do we make this work regardless of what silver prices are doing. So the setup is there, and luckily we're going to be there to ride the wave on this next leg up. Yeah, again, through the last year was super difficult. We financed probably right in the heart of the tough markets. The markets were rolling over. Message received loud and clear from all of our major stakeholders, from institutions, funds, the majors say, guys, don't drill. Don't drill, cash preservation time. We don't know where these markets are going. Now, it seems like we've gotten a bit of a green shoot here. The pulse is ignited. We're looking forward and planning to start drilling again. For capital markets and treasury is concerned, we will have to revisit to do what we want to do at Curabaya, at Hurricane, to really do the exploration we want to get to. So look to us to visit probably the markets the next 3 to 4 months. But obviously, our share price being where it is, we're not totally happy. So we're going to reignite this company and really bring the energy back, share price, messaging, and project-wise, to make sure that the people have the ability to take part in anything that we do in the next few months. Even though we have not been active in Q1 exploration-wise, we still have results pouring in from a lot of the stuff that we did late in the winter in 2022. So news will be commencing for Tier 1 in short period of time. Obviously, we have our upcoming drill program right around the corner, and hype will start to be building around that as we get excited, because we missed 2022 as far as drilling, so we're going to double down on our excitement for 2023. And last year really gave us an opportunity to hone in on our targets. So even though we didn't get to drill, we feel our targets are de-risked, and the testing for this possible porphyry is worth the shot. And I think investors want to see that as well. So we'll be full of news when time has come, when exploration commences. So again, a year that we all want to put behind us, but it gave us opportunity to get lean, really focused in on what we want to do, and to make sure that we wanted to pursue this project. And it's been a resounding green light for us to go ahead and pursue that. It's a great question. So one, you got to look at where we're located. Although Peru has been through its time of political discomfort, I would call it, we as a family, as our group, have been in Peru for the last 5 or 6 years. We have seen 6 presidents in that period of time. So we're used to the turnover, we're used to the volatility. The good news, nothing ever changes on the ground. When we listed our company a year and a half ago, silver was at $30 an ounce, and the capital markets were roaring forward. They looked right past the fact that Peru just elected Pedro Castillo, one of the most left-leaning socialist presidents to be elected, that was using very dangerous language about nationalization. The market did not skip a step. We came out of the gates $1.90 a share, $250 million market cap before we even started putting a drill into the ground. That shows the power of silver, and it shows the power of the markets when things are moving in the right direction. And so, Peru has been lately full of turmoil. We're staying patient because we know that the president that we have in our seat today may not be the president that's there a year from now. So we watch it, we're very in tune. We have a lot of consultants and people on the ground in Peru keeping us appraised of what's going on. But really, we've experienced no delays with permitting, no interruptions with our communities. We focus on areas of Peru that are amenable to exploration, are amenable to mining, so we know that they're in friendly jurisdictions where communities know what to expect from foreign companies operating in that area. So we love it. We love Peru because it gives you that opportunity of world class. So compare us to, there's a lot of great companies at this conference here this weekend, and they all have their strengths. But I don't know many others that have the opportunity that has the same as Tier 1. At Curabaya, we have this robust epithermal system with grades that people have never really encountered before, with a potential test for this copper porphyry. If we hit the silver, that's a world-class discovery. If we hit the copper on its own, that's a world-class. We could potentially have both at Curabaya. We go to Hurricane, and we've stumbled upon this copper-nickel system. Copper-nickel is completely unnative to Peru. So it's gotten us a lot of attention, stuff that you usually find in Brazil or in Russia. These systems can span, kilometers in length. So that deserves a ton of attention. Plus it has the original targets of why we acquired it, which is the silver. So within each one of our stories has a dual story to it, silver and the base metals. And so it gives our investors a de-risk opportunity, but also that world-class opportunity of knocking it out of the park on each one. So I believe that really puts us out front and standalone as far as operating in South America, and we love Peru. They've been fantastic to us, and I know we're going to get it there. So 2 years ago, I was formerly at Canaccord on the retail side, so having 100 plus clients, it's a people business, it's a service business, and even though the job title has changed and the day-to-day operations have changed, it still remains about people. You put the right people in charge of your technical ability, with Christian Rios heading up our exploration and our operations and navigating the labyrinth of permitting and social. He is our rock star, he is our rock, he is our guy that we really lean on, does such a fantastic job. Formerly of Bear Creek and having multiple discoveries with them that he was integral in, has been fantastic. And then back home on the corporate side, obviously my mentor and founder, Ivan Bebek. This guy's had multiple exits for shareholders. At the end of the day, it comes down to people. The geology has not changed. It's been there for 57 million years. It's usually the people on the surface that screw it up. It's for us to screw up. So we're going to go out there at the best of our ability and go get it. Yeah. We've been through a really challenging last 10 months. You can take a look at our share price, at our charts. If you roll it back to where we were, it's a fantastic entry point to get a piece of the action, because we're going to be overly active over the next 6 months, and I know investors are going to come along with us for the ride. So great opportunity to get back in at a severely discounted price, where our projects have only exponentially gotten that much better over that same time period. So if there's any dry powder left, now's the time to get involved in Tier 1, because it's going to be a good ride.